Welcome back to Chopping It Up with Dads, presented by Let's Be Dads, where real fathers have conversations about life, growth, and what it means to show up for our families. Being a father today means we wear many hats as providers, protectors, leaders, mentors, husbands, and teachers. Tonight, we're talking about what it really means to juggle those responsibilities, how fathers manage the pressures that comes with it, and how we learn to show up for our families without losing ourselves in the process. I do want to do a dad check-in and ask how everybody is doing tonight. Just want to see how y'all guys doing. How was your dad week? Stuff like that. Soldier Flynn, we'll go with you first, my boy. You muted.
Audio.
Y'all can hear me now? Hello?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Okay, I'll make sure. It's him, Soldier Flam. I go back on TikTok, FB Malik on Instagram. I got a YouTube as well, FB Malik. But let me get straight into it, man. My week was good, man. I just had a son on the 305. I'm from the 305, so
congrats.
That was a blessing. Thank you.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. But my week was good, man. I got a 4-year-old and now a newborn, so definitely a process. 4-year-old definitely got me running wild some days, but other than that, man, it's beautiful.
For sure. McCloud, how was your week, buddy?
Yeah, and my week was been pretty good. I was in and out of the markets, just got my first payout. So, that was a big for me.
Okay.
I stubbed my toe today. And it started to bleed. So, but other than that, bro. And then I tried to be a chef yesterday. I don't know what I was doing in the kitchen, but I seen cream of mushroom and I seen the cream of chicken, and I just
put it together.
I put it together, boiled it, threw some chicken inside of it. Add some chicken broth. So I think I did pretty good. Had some rice with it. So,
well, did the kids eat it?
Nah, I'm about to say the same thing.
Huh?
They ate the chicken, but I guess it was too much of the sauce.
They didn't eat the rest of the stuff. Yeah, they kids.
Yeah. But that chicken was good. They're like, Daddy, this chicken is
chicken. Yeah. That's how you know your food good. If your kids eat it, especially like a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, yeah, your food good because kids don't eat shit, dog. My week was pretty decent, bro. Pretty good week. I had 2 birthdays this last 2 weeks. I got a 4-year-old. I got a 5-year-old, bro. I got a 4-year-old just turned 5. I got a 3-year-old just turned 4. And then I got a 2-year-old too. That doesn't turn 3 until December. I got it affecting me now. I can't have no more. You can't. Yeah. Them nuts.
He said, "I'm done now, dog."
Yeah, I was in that thing. Yeah, go ahead, Doc. Take it. Hey, it's crazy. Because I seen a post about it where some dude sold his testicles, bro, for like 2.7 million. I said, I got
chill.
You give me $1 million right now, tax free.
I'm taking it all, boy. Hold on.
But I had a pretty good week. Just with the kids, man, working and stuff like that, trying to be better. But as we move into our first segment, the many hats of fatherhood. So what do you guys feel like the different hats we wear as far as being a father, and which ones would I say that you guys would take more to heart? And I would say the hats that here are the provider, protector, leader, mentor, husband, and teacher.
I guess I'll start first. So I feel like protector and mentor might be like my real top 2, man, because when you got a wife, a son, a daughter, either one, you know what I'm saying? Like protecting them is first priority, I feel, because you wake up in the morning, you hear something in the night, you got to be the first one up. You got to get to it. You got to, be that one to show them like, hey, I'm there for all action, and you got to show them no fear. So yeah, you might be internally scared, but you got to show them you're not. And then being that mentor as well, being able to tell your kids no when no and yes when yes is very hard sometimes. At least like for me dealing with my daughter, like I'm real soft on her. So she could easily be like, Daddy, can I? I'd be like, no. Turn around, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. All right. Be a sucker to
it. I'm starting to realize, man, yeah, she probably got me hooked. And then now I'm like, I gotta keep that that mentor dad strong hat on from a son when he growing up too, to kind of like show him, man, like this the ropes, this the way it is. And you know, you can let your guard down sometime, but then you got to learn how to pick it back up.
McLeod, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you're definitely wearing a bunch of hats, just as a father and being a husband too, because now you got to be able to protect not only your kids but your whole family, including your wife. You know, and including like your assets. So I feel like the type of assets you would need would be like the financial. So just being able to be a mentor in that aspect of it, because one of the biggest things in divorces or like a broken family is usually the finance, because you have the stress of the kids and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So it's like being able to be that protector, but a simple protector as a dad I see is just having an alarm system. It gives them some type of security as well. Like, yeah, dad is there to protect, but at least I have this certain thing to be able to protect too. Just the mentorship in general too, it creates like you learning to be a leader not only to your kids but now to the outside world too. So being able to like use them as practice in a way to kind of help others outside of that, that kind of molds everything. So you just wear a bunch of different hats because we're new to this
Yeah,
as a
yeah, fact.
father, as a husband. Like it's our first time, so it's like we learning as we go. So it comes to a point where as our kids get older, we're gonna eventually be teachers now. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be therapists. You know what
You
I'm
grow
saying?
with
Like
it. Yeah, you got to grow.
they're gonna come to us about that certain advice, or dad, I'm in pre-calculus. I'm be like, hey, I only know algebra 1 and 2 now, so
I know arithmetic,
like,
baby. Read.
yeah, like I can
That's that
only
back.
help you with so much, but it's like they'll come back and reflect us as like just a certain a figure in their life that could help them later on. So yeah, we definitely wear a bunch of hats. What about you?
Nah, we
What you
definitely
think?
do. I think we do. I think out of the list, I think I probably would hone on more towards being a leader. And I think that's because of the age of my kids, and then also outside of that, with my wife and stuff. Then you gotta show them what it is to be a leader. You can talk about it, you can preach it or whatever the case is, but if you're not showing that, it's like being a pastor or being an NCO and not showing your soldiers. I'm him. What's your name? That's a lot to say at every time.
Malik, man,
We need
Malik.
Malik. All right, Malik. God damn.
Hey man,
Soldier
you just call me Flim too, bro. That's it.
All right, Flim. I go by Flim.
All right, bet.
But yeah. But I think just being the leader, but so when I go back to military, there's so many NCOs who are, they think they're leaders and protectors and mentors, but they're not. They're really they're toxic relationships, and they're showing other soldiers that toxic relationship. So when it goes to being a father, if you can't lead within your home, I can't lead nowhere else. But I think you have to lead in the house first and lead my kids. Show my boy. I got 2 boys. Show my boys what it is to be a man, what it is to take the garbage out, what it is to clean up, what it is to protect your sisters, what it is to protect your brother, what it is to protect your mom. I teach my son. I went to Alabama, bro. You the man of the house. And the whole time I was gone, I'm the man. Now you ain't really the man. Come on, you 4, bro. What the fuck can you do at 4? Nothing. But
yeah.
to instill that in them. But also I show it. So when I do podcasts, my daughter, she's in here like, and tomorrow when I'm editing, she's gonna be in here editing with me. Daddy, what you talking about? What's this? What's that? So showing them what I'm doing, but just showing them, I guess how to be a leader, and then, but I think leader it kind of encompasses the whole package of the hats, whatever the case is. But we definitely wear many hats, bro, and it's inevitable. But I don't think it ever stops. I think we just probably just add a couple more hats. It never stops. And I know you got 2, and you just had another one. It's gonna get that little girl, that boy. He about to change your life. He about to show you. Is your daughter, was she calm or she crazy?
She calm, but like when she get around people, she got her moments though. I can't
Okay,
lie.
okay, yeah, that
He
boy,
get
yeah,
active.
that boy gonna be active. That boy, and it's a blessing, bro. Don't get it. Being a dad, wearing those hats. I if if somebody told me I had to work 4 jobs to provide for my kids, I'll do it anytime. You feel
Yeah.
me? Just to show them what it means to be a dad and what it means to to do that, to wear those hats, And I think I think it comes with a lot of pressure. So, which is a question: do you guys feel like fathers sometimes feel pressure, with wearing the amount of hats we wear?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely feel pressured all the time because it's like you want to be the best every single time and everything. So like when it comes to like, "Hey, Dad, I got advice. I need some advice." You want to make sure you give them the best advice. When it's a certain problem that they dealing with, like you just want to be the best for them. So it is a lot of pressure because it's like, well, Sally at school said her dad did this, and you're like, well, I can't compare myself to Sally's dad, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
can only do what I feel like is best for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you catch yourself in the moment of being able to teach your daughter those moments of a leader and a follower now. So it's like, are you gonna follow what Miss Sally said, or are you gonna listen to what Daddy said? So it's just like being able to be a certain structure in their life. It does have a certain pressure because you have a lot of factors now. You got your peers, the teachers, and stuff like that. That's telling you one thing, but your dad is telling you another thing. So it's like now it's creating their character and their mindset too. So it's like you creating that pressure because it's like I'm telling you, but sometimes you gotta let them learn for themselves too. So it's like I told you, you bumped your head. I told you not to do that, but you went and did it. So it's
all
like
right, busted white
yeah.
meat,
So exactly. So it irritates you as a dad in those moments,
bust
but
that
it's like
busted
you
white meat.
learning though. You learning in this midst. So it's like what you gonna do next time it happens. Oh, I remember Dad told me that I might not need to do that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely feel the pressure. What about you, Flim? What you think?
Yeah, I want to know, bro, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I also want to know. So by the time I started having kids, I was already at I was on the way out. I was like 7 months out. So my daughter came. I ain't give a fuck about the military. So as a father, as well as somebody that's actively in the military, that's kind of doing the day to day. As far as I want you to kind of include that in your answers. Whatever. But go ahead.
All right, so man, I said active duty service member, right? Like it is very hard having multiple hats, right? Because first things first, it starts off when you wake up. Like my daughter, if she catch me waking up, is how I conduct myself. Do I brush my teeth? Do I make sure deodorant? Like the little steps that I take, and I show her if she's watching me. It shows her like my discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm showing that discipline, so that hat of keeping my discipline, even when I don't want to get up to go to PT, it starts there. Like I know I gotta be there, so go there, make sure I get a good PT in. So she come back and like just this morning, she was like, "Daddy, I want you to run 4 laps." And like just because I just had my son, I kind of just did 2 laps just to get back into motion. But I told her like, "Hey, Daddy didn't do it today, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow so I can get back on schedule." You know what I'm saying? I'm showing her just the discipline. So when I started the military, it's like keeping that hat on to showcase the soldiers. Even when I get to work, like I'm doing the best I can. Then I want my family to be involved. It's hard because when my daughter may be having a bad day and I got to pick her up, how do I showcase to other soldiers around me that my discipline is at work when I got to take care of my family as well? So it becomes hard knowing that, hey, my daughter's having a tough day. Then I got to be at a meeting. How do I juggle both systems at the same time?
Mhm.
But it also comes down to having a system with my spouse and letting her know, hey, babe, I can't do it by myself. I need you to kind of help me
Mhm.
out right here because I'm struggling. And also having a tough conversation where you be like, hey, mentally, I'm locked in at work and I'm sorry if I'm struggling at home. And I think that's where I've noticed I'm getting better at just the communication with my hats. You know what I'm saying? Like communication is a strong hat to wear in any relationship between your kids, your spouse, the soldiers, being able to tell them effectively, like, hey, this is the timelines, this is what I'm expecting, this is how I'm moving. And then when I turn around and come home and I tell my wife, hey, babe, this is what I got going on. This is why probably I missed a message or two. And telling my daughter, hey, this is why we can't go to Chuck E. Cheese today. I got to take care of your son. I got to take care of your brother. I want to take you to the park real quick. We're gonna be here real quick. So it's like showing her just the time frames, the discipline, the structure I'm trying to build for her, as well as still caring for her because that's also a thing too where giving your kids that hat of like, hey, I gotta be there for mommy, I gotta be there for your brother, I gotta be there for you. How do I give everybody equal amount of time and give myself some personal time? So it's definitely a hard hat to wear.
How do you go about? Oh, I would ask both of y'all. How would y'all go about instilling that in your kids? Me personally, I think I just try to let my kids see some of the pressures. Not too much. I don't go too crazy with it, but just maybe a little bit, kind of show some emotion. Because I think we feel the pressure in so many different ways. Because we can be chilling, trying to watch TV, in the room, and your kids coming in with the iPads blasting,
Cut my daughter
and you
up.
got to just be that, But that you got to put that hat on of being a dad real quick. You got to take that hat off of just being McLeod, Flim, York, and then you got to put that hat on to being a dad and be like, all right, cool. Well, they just want to spend time. So I do think it's wild. So how do you feel like as men we have to go about balancing those responsibilities of wearing those different hats? I don't know who want to go first. I'm McLeod. Go
I,
ahead, buddy.
I would say, there's a saying, say what you mean what you say. So like, even if you telling your kids something, like, stand by your word, cause that's literally, as men, as black men in general, that's all we have. So we say, hey, baby girl, I'm gonna take you to the park today. Let's just mean that, even though our day could go a certain way, like, let's be able to mean that. Or even our spouse, like, we tell our spouse, hey, I know you had a hard day, I'm gonna help you cook, or I'm gonna cook. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to have our word, that means everything to our family, bro. So if we can't stand by our word, now it's like they losing the trust, and that's where the leadership part comes in. That, because like, hey, dad, you said you was gonna do this, but you're doing this. I thought this was supposed to be our time. Or your spouse is expecting something from you, and you decide to go do something else. So as men, I feel like we have to instill that, not only for ourselves, but because our kids is watching us too. So that, yeah, that's
But
my.
how do you balance those though? So how would you how would you go about? I would say, all right, kind of cool, kind of balancing those things of kind of having that balance between taking your kids to the park, helping your wife cook, or balancing the finance book or trading or whatever. How would you kind of go about
Uh,
balancing that? Not you don't got to go in detail, but
well, I know some people, they make a calendar. So like as an entrepreneur, I pretty much structure like my calendar per. So you can incorporate into it, but me personally, I feel like anything past 6 o'clock is usually family time for me. You know what I'm saying? So I dedicate that, like, no business stuff unless it's like a 911 situation. Anything
mhm.
like later on, I block it strictly for family. So like during the day, it's like all business that I need to do. If I need to call and talk to somebody, mentorship, or even doing my trading and stuff like that, or talk, like earlier today, I had a real estate talk with a mentee of mine. So it's like just being able to structure everything and trying to fit, whether it's gym or any extracurricular activities, the responsibilities must be done first. The main priorities done first, and then you structure your day accordingly. But you always want to block off time for family. And I know, like Flim, he probably, his schedule may be different because he's an active duty
I know
military.
your shit crazy. I ain't even
Yeah,
gotta.
so it's like when you got to go on
Facts.
NTC or something like that, like, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, like
Field
you
event,
have to go report. So
Yeah.
dumbass missions that don't make no sense. I know you can't say it, but I'm gonna say it for you.
I mean, I say this, man. Like, so one thing I live by, right? Like, learn from yesterday, lead today, follow tomorrow. The reason why I live by that, I live it through the military, my family, like everything I'm going through, right? So I've learned to identify my weaknesses before I try to lead anything, right? Like financially, I'm not the strongest. So I lean on my wife to kind of financially, let's put it together so we could kind of pay bills and take care of everything. So it's not just like a domino effect of things falling down. Once I identify my weaknesses, my wife tell me how to get better from there. Then turn around with the military. I'm just like, hey, okay, I'm maybe not good at the communication part a little bit here. Let me over communicate until you tell me it's too much. So I learn what's enough and what's too much. So like turn around with my kids, my daughter, like I'm telling her why we can't go, baby, listen, daddy ain't got the money. That don't make enough right now. Like, and I overly communicate with her because I don't want her to feel like I'm lying or I'm not doing it. No, but if I don't
Mhm.
have the money, baby, I don't have the money right now. But when I get paid, hey, I'm gonna take it. Whatever I can pull out a little, I'm gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about it. Like being a low enlisted soldier, like yeah, the money ain't the best, but like I'm gonna make sure my kids know I'm still trying no matter what. That's the one hat where I can't say like I've learned if it's just $50 and I can take my daughter to go get a pizza and go to Chuck E. Cheese for a minute, that what she want to do, let me do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna value that moment rather than me keep saying the same thing over and over, and they keep like, I don't want to ask daddy no more.
No,
and that creates that vulnerable moment too for like just as a father and in general, because like dang, dad really like he wants to do it, but he's vocalizing
yeah, you
like
just
Pops
can't.
just ain't got the
Yeah,
bread.
I just ain't got it.
Bro,
And I mean, sometimes
I
that
feel that.
yeah, because sometimes that's how it is, bro. I just look, baby. I want to take you this for whatever, but I had to pay this, or it just didn't pan out. And I think how do men learn how to balance their response? I think that's kind of subjective, bro, to me, because you think it depends on the person, situation, different
Sure.
things like that. But I think overall, I think you have to like go back to McCloud. You have to plan. You have done nothing starts without planning it, without planning your time. Those moments you have to know, okay, cool, this is work time. Me personally, so I work overnight. So I try to, all right, bet overnight, I try to get school, bro. I'm editing videos. That template you got, I do it overnight. This template I'm looking right now, all this is done overnight while I'm like on lunch. So I have to manage those. So I think I just try to manage my time, but try to plan it out. And I don't try to overcommit on my responsibilities. If I can't do it, I can't do it, baby. Even if that's for real, if that's too, if McLeod called me and tell me, hey, bro, I need, well, you called, look, I can pray for you. I can pray for you. I can go ahead and buy it real quick. I could pray for you, but but I don't overcommit. And I think I just stay within the bounds of my responsibilities. But I also think I try to learn from whatever mistakes I make while wearing these different hats. And if I make a mistake as a dad, I got to change that. As a husband, as a son, as a financial, as whatever the case is. Just continue learning. But yeah, I just think we got to, it's a lot of different ways you can learn how to balance your responsibilities. All aren't for one. People that are out there, there's many different fucking people, white, black, green, mad, sad, sociopaths, whatever the case is out there. But I think you just got to figure out how to do it that's best for you. And then, but I think one thing we spoke about last time is probably having a mentor, having somebody that's already been in your situation. So if you're a father, have older fathers around you or people who've been around that. If you're a trader like McLeod, have trader homies, if you're in the whatever, and then take care of yourself. I like to cook. So when I go on to Walmart, I'm probably gonna buy me some knives while I'm buying the kids whatever I got to buy them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I enjoy
Them
cooking or I
Hot
enjoy
Wheels done went up in price.
They did. Them Hot Wheels, goddamn, shit is fucking expensive.
Like,
Everything is
God,
expensive, bro. Everything is fucking expensive, bro. So, all right, quick fact. So, I want to know, true or false? Children, when actively involved. Oh, what? Oh, I'm tripping. Children with actively involved fathers are more likely to succeed academically and develop stronger confidence and social skills. True or false?
True.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's 50-50 though. Like
Yeah,
so my breakdown, right? Like you can have an active father, but what happened if your father, he's so active? So okay, like I just give an example for myself, right? Like I grew up, my dad was active in my life, but because he wanted to take care of the household, he was actively at work as well. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up around mostly ladies. So it's like, how can I say my dad wasn't around when he was, but he just had to make the money for the household. So I had to learn different things from different people. So it's 50-50 with me. Like, yeah. Like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people's struggle stories come from missing that male figure, not saying they want to, but they hunger is a little different because they had to be that man that wasn't present.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I had to think about that one a little bit.
I ain't got no answer to these. These kind of subjective. I just threw these in here.
I can see
I
it
agree,
too, bro.
I can see 50-50. I can see 50-50. Damn. Because
I
now
mean,
I'm
cause
thinking about it.
I,
Because I
I ain't
didn't
gonna
have
lie.
a father, and I turned out pretty goddamn good. I'm working on a
Right.
master's degree,
Congratulations.
and my
See,
my pops is
and
an
I
addict.
say,
So
It's tough.
but I'm gonna say this because I ain't gonna lie. I feel like our generation as fathers, like whatever age is, everybody that's having kids now, at some point in time, we decided we want to be more present than the past people. You know what I'm saying? Even if your parent wasn't there, they was. Our generation, I'll say it's true because we are going to make sure our kids have a parent there, have that father figure, have somebody to depend on, call, whatever it be. You know what I'm saying? God forbid something to happen to us, but we're going to make sure we left something behind so they can follow, know what to do, and how to move around to get to
Yeah,
okay, I
yeah,
get
because
you.
I know my pops was around, but my grades was trash.
it.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? And I feel like you have to define what success means to you as well. Because like are you talking about just monetization or just the way you live? You feel me? So
Well, I mean, in this
it,
in this aspect, is acting academically and like developing stronger confidence and social skills.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think if you look at any studies, especially in black households,
mm,
kids that don't have a father or that are necessarily missing a parent are more likely to fail academically, to have less social skills and stuff. I don't know the numbers or whatever, but
yeah,
that's what it is. And I think now it's kind of flipping because we now have two parent households or maybe a split, but McLeod, you got your mama and your daddy in two separate households,
yeah.
or they're together or whatever the case is. But yeah, but I think now, if you talk about now, yeah. Back in the day, I don't know, but it's still 50-50 because, I could have turned like a complete dumbass and I didn't have my father. But I also could have been a billionaire without him,
Yeah.
and even now
Facts.
to have the sperm donor I did have, you feel me, and still to be where I'm at. Why you shaking your head? It what he
You're
is,
doing
bro. I
good.
call him a sperm donor. He donated sperm and left. What you want me to call him, bro? I don't get down with him. But I digress. We're not gonna get into that shit. I digress. So next segment, the pressures of providing. All right. So hit you with a power question. Is being a father about what you give financially or what you give emotionally?
Mm.
Is being a father about what you give financially or what you give emotionally? I think it depends on the age.
It definitely does.
Because I believe so. Here's my philosophy:
Yeah,
you love
definitely
them,
does.
you teach them, you discipline them. Now,
Mm,
when your kids get a certain different age, it's going to change. Now, it'll always be love. Maybe you're not
mm,
teaching them. Maybe it's love, discipline, then whatever the case is. I think it grows. I think now my kids care more about me showing up to school events, little dumb stuff, showing up to this, doing that, going in the room. For real, bro. I've been to maybe 4 or 5 different kindergarten events that had no merit whatsoever, but the smiles it put on my kids' faces, it just put
mhm.
on my kids' faces, bro. Or even going in the room playing with them in their kitchen, doing that stuff, showing up for them when they cry. All right, cool. Well, hey, all right, now you tripping. All right, well, so instead of yelling at them, talking to them, trying to figure out why they're. But I think once you get to like teenagers, they don't give a fuck about they want shoes. Now you do still
Yep.
have to show up emotionally because the emotions are going to be there, whatever the case is. But I think it switches to which one you have to be there, or which one is requires more of the, I guess, the overhead. But what's y'all thoughts on that?
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna lean a little bit more to the emotion side. Only reason why because financially, if you don't got it, man, I feel like you don't connect to your kids emotionally, bro. Like you could lose them early too. You know what I'm saying? Your kids could like, I ain't gonna say disrespect you, but they might not view you as like that parent. They might not view you as the person they could talk to. They always want to probably run from a conversation and keep it simple and short. Like that emotion connection that you have with your kids that you got to build early. Like I felt like I ran into this problem as a new dad when I first had my daughter. My wife was breastfeeding, but my daughter was like she didn't want me. She didn't want me to like really pick her up. She wasn't running towards me. She was like little stuff like that. And bro, that it was beating me up. I ain't gonna hold you, bro, because it was
That
like,
should kill you.
yeah, bro. Like I want to be present. I want to be active. I want to be like girl dad. I want that. You know what I'm saying? But in the back end, you know what I'm saying? I had to realize like it's gonna come, but it's eating me because emotionally you're not giving me what I'm trying to look for. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind buying you whatever you want, give you the time, but you're not really like giving it back. So it was kind of beating me up. So emotionally, I feel like that's for me, at least because that's what I've been through.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely on the emotion side. Especially at the younger age, the emotion definitely gonna hit them a little bit more. But like York was saying, as they get older, they gonna start wanting this and that, whatever they see on their iPad. So
Mm-hmm.
that's when the financial part gonna have to come in then, because to being able to enjoy certain things, and even on the emotion side, you got to be able to pay for that new bike. You know what I'm saying? Because that creates memories, that creates the experience. When you going from, you got to purchase that bike with the training wheels, and then you create that experience now. Oh, baby, you getting a little bit older now. Let's try to take these training wheels off. Now we practicing on it, so it's creating certain memories. So I feel like it definitely starts off at a younger age, but you never want to lose that emotion side either. Because especially with these girls, because I'm noticing now, because my wife be getting her nails done and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we're
So
gonna
I
do all that
already
stuff too.
know, bro. I already know that she eventually the girls gonna want that, so I got to
Mm-hmm.
show her financial on that too. So it's like I could definitely see both, but in the beginning, it's mostly the emotion because it's like that embrace of just the love of from their dad is like big to them, and the little
Mm-hmm.
kisses, stuff like that. Like they remember that stuff. They remember them ass whoopings. Like they
Remember
remember
all
all
them?
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah, bro.
Slim.
But
So I wanna caveat something you said, bro. So don't be don't be afraid to be hard on your kids. Now, the harder you are now, the easier you do. It's it's easier to be hard now than to be. And I said that because boy, your daughter, boy, she gonna do you dirty. And them boys, that boy, he gonna be a bit different. So you got to learn how to be a little soft to one, but to be hard. So,
mhm,
words of advice from a dad that has three of them, right? It's okay to
mhm.
be hard. All right. Now, me personally, I don't put my hands on my daughter. I don't believe a man should put his hands on his daughter whatsoever. But don't be scared to discipline your daughter in some form or fashion. All right. And then just remember to treat him, bro. You love him, treat him, bro. And you gonna and when you spoke on it was like when they first came out, it seemed like your kids didn't want you. It's
Mhm.
gonna be the same with your boy. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
facts.
But all three of my kids, bro, I felt like my first one, but I was in that bitch depressed, hurt. I said, it can't. This can't be the. Look, bro. And if you,
Escape me, fatherhood.
bro, what the thing at, bro? You see
Yeah,
my
there you go.
daughter, just
Facts,
like me,
facts.
bro. That my
Uh
twin. He telling me, bro, my bitch,
I feel it, man.
you
I feel
and
it.
Hey.
it hurts, bro. And now it's funny because now they don't leave me alone. Like you see the difference. Like my daughter is starting to become a daddy's girl or whatever, and my son is
Mhm.
becoming, that man I'm trying to raise and stuff like that. But at first you're like, damn, but I spent a lot. I
Yeah.
spent, I held you in my nuts all my life now. Just so you know, I
so
carried you for a
so
long
Yeah,
time.
come on now.
let, let me add on to it this. So like military, right? This ties in like I don't know how we all watch the military movie, right? And then the dad
Mm-hmm.
or a parent come home and they bring it home. You're like, damn, why they bringing the military home to their family? And I'm not gonna lie, my daughter, she have up and down days in school. But one day, bro, I was like, bro, nah, bro, now I see why parents do bring it home because it's the discipline that the military offers you. And one day I had to tell my daughter, like daddy don't want to give you no pow nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna work out. I'm saying, and I told her straight up, you're gonna be strong and smart. That's what we're gonna be in this house. You're gonna be either or. You're gonna be both. You're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
strong and you're gonna be smart. So
Yep.
and another thing was like my daughter, she came during COVID time. So like like that first initial hour that you have with your kids during my time, I was in Florida and I had my daughter, and they told me I only had 3 hours. My daughter was first born to get that initial time. So my wife let me get here for the first three, then I had to be gone for the next 3 days before I can even touch her
Mm-hmm.
again. So that connection was gone. Like my son now, I'm not gonna lie, it's a switch because I was there the whole time, able to hold him, able to see him, smell him, talk to him. So different stuff. So now I see it, but I do understand now. Maybe that's a little disconnect there because I wasn't there even for the initial start of everything, and that's where
Yeah.
like the connection is built.
Well, I think it's the and I say that because I walked down all three of my kids from the fun part all the way. I
To the
was
switch.
there to the switch. I've been there, and I say that my kid, not kids are different, parents are different, so it may happen differently. But just don't feel bad. It doesn't make you a bad father, a bad person, or whatever the case is, just because they're like that, bro. It's just the nature of the fucking beast, honestly, if you ask me. All well, yeah, all three of mine were like that. But then eventually they get warmed up to you, whatever. But don't ever feel bad, whatever the case is. They fucking kids, bro. They love you regardless, even though all you good
Facts.
for is chicken nuggets at a point in time in your life. They still love you, dog. They still love you. All right. So do y'all feel like, there's a lot of pressure put on by society to fathers to be financially, I guess, more successful?
Respectfully, I could care less about it. I don't care what society think about me. I'm gonna do what's best for me and my own. To be honest, bro, because like you constantly keep comparing to other people what they have, what this person have, bro. As long as you're able to provide and do what you can for your family, it will always be room for you to grow. Cause bro, we're still young. You feel me? I'm still my 20. I'm 28, so just being able to have like time to just grow into like whatever Bob and Joe is doing over there, I could eventually get that. But my main focus is to make sure that my family and stuff is good right now, and we could build up to that. I could give a fuck what society thinks. As long as I'm teaching them how to build their character in the best way possible, it's gonna come eventually. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't really live by that comparison rule or anything or what society thinks. Like I always will have my opinion on certain things, like certain events that's happening in the world. But unless like we become real activists and really be out here and doing sit-ins and stuff like
Mm,
that, like making a difference, like we could push to them levels. But at the end of the day, we still want to make sure that our family is taken care of too. So it's like the comparison shit could wait. What are you doing right now to make sure your grades is getting better, or you could read and comprehend a little bit better? Like let's focus on that. If you want to get into content, let's learn how to edit this video. Let's learn how to learn this high skill trade of like just trading and stuff like that. Like let's put more of that knowledge into your head because eventually it's gonna be it's called law of attraction. When you start doing a lot of positive stuff in the community, people will see
I'll
it.
come back. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where society they may have their opinion about you, but that should never backtrack from your goal of what you're trying to do. That creates your success later on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me personally, I respect their community, but at the same time, if they had anything negative to say, it's usually middle fingers. You know what I'm saying? I had to be able to focus, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you constantly compare and do this and do that, follow a trend. The trend gonna die eventually. Then what?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna
Yeah.
still be a father. I'm gonna still be a husband. What can I do within my household to grow? So that's my take on it.
How you feeling, Flam?
Go back to the question again. I'll make sure I see this answer clearly
Oh
because I
shit.
was thinking about
My bad. So
it.
do,
Now you
do you
good?
think do you think society puts pressures on fathers to be financially successful?
So I think yes, but I think it's from a standpoint of like your family, like grandparents, cousins, and things like that. Like if your kids see other kids or other family members like have a lot, your kids kind of want that as well. Like so, I see my daughter, my family, we active, like we talk, like if I don't talk to friends at all, I'm gonna talk to family. So my daughter should talk to her cousin and stuff. And if her cousin has a certain toy and she want that, she gonna ask for it. You know what I'm saying? So that pressure of dang, like now my daughter want that. And I tell her no, but it's also like, why can't she have it? And I kind of sit back to myself, okay, what I gotta do to help my daughter get that moment that she's probably looking for? It is pressure because I come from a family that makes six figures and above, that's easily killing it making money, living by any means they want, and I decided to join the military to take a different directive.
Mm-hmm.
But like I decided to join the military because I wanted a different kind of structure. So, and I got a question for later on, just my own personal to ask y'all about that too. But the main thing I say is like kind of how Tate said, man, people can get the middle finger when comparison. Because at the end of the day, like I'm gonna take care of my household, no matter what's going on. My job is to make sure we got food on this table, lights on, AC, water, internet, so that we at least could talk to people and
You could
stuff
probably
like
skip the
that.
internet if we come down to it. You would be
Hey,
like,
look, Kelly.
I need some type of entertainment now. You feel me?
I got the
But
phone. We got a hotspot. We can at least get at least a day out of that bitch or something. But go ahead.
hey,
I'm joking.
but
I'm joking. Go ahead.
but now you good. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, that's just what it is, man. Like I don't compare myself to no man today. Like only person that I look up to is my dad in a sense because he paved the way and he's still paving it. So salute to my dad and other fathers out there that are great mentors to me as well. I can't lie about that too. Like Tay, him having his own business with the housing market and trading, like I salute to that. You know what I'm saying? That stuff I probably want to get into in the future. So yeah, brother, you feel
Oh,
me? Like
damn, bro.
and that's the
He ain't all bad. I keep telling you that. He ain't
Hey,
all
but
bad.
I'm
You only a
negative on
shit bag. You only a
everything.
shit bag sometimes. You ain't shit bag all the time,
hey man,
dog.
but and that's one thing too, man. Quiet salutes. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how much they are probably. We're not comparing, but you kind of thank that person for giving you that drive in the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like they might, I'm just doing it, da da da. In the back of my mind, probably like, oh yeah, boy, I can do that. As the person I know
Mm-hmm.
doing that, I'm not trying to compare. What I'm trying to make sure is I tell myself I know I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? I can ask questions. I don't got to be scared. I can kind of get that help when needed.
No facts. I don't let the pressure of the outside come inside. I don't care about what's now. There are pressures, and we're gonna feel them regardless because you have to go to Walmart, you have to go to Sam's. We're on social media as somebody that's building a platform, as we all are. We're on social media quite a bit a day, so we have to see these things. So we see these parents that have a Bugatti and their kids, and they're giving their kids a $3 million trust fund or whatever the case is. But I tell my kids, we look, you good job. I'm glad we gonna get there. If we get there one day,
Facts.
Yeah,
God.
we're
But
gonna get
my goal has never been to be this super duper rich person. My goal has never to been this awesome podcast person or speak. My goal is to provide for my kids. God gave me a voice. I hit McLeod up, and we here. God gave me a voice, and I got some hats coming, or whatever the case is. So, however I can provide for my family and what I can take and leave to them is all I can provide. Whatever outside pressures, that shit stop on my back. It hit my back, and that's it. I don't let it come
mm,
in. I take the brunt of it. I can't say that I don't feel it, or I may not act out, or I may not act an emotion, or whatever the case is. But I'm not going to allow it to come in my house because you end up getting like that sense of false hope, like you have to have this or have to have that or have to be this way, but you don't. You can literally make you and your wife can make $75,000 a piece and have 3 kids, dog, and probably live comfortably off making 150,000. If you stop
mm.
trying to, you don't need a fucking $70,000 SUV. You don't need a Escalade. You don't need a $800,000 $1 million $8,000 home. Cool, bro. Whatever you can provide to your family is what you need. So if y'all making $150,000 together and you can only afford a $40,000 to say $25 use SUV, then get that fucking SUV and ride that bitch until the wheels fall off and live within your
Get it.
means. So that way
Mhm.
you teach your kids to be like, okay, cool. Well, fuck the pressures, fuck all that other stuff, fuck what's on the
Mm-hmm.
outside. Let me focus on what I have here, and let's build on it. I think that we kind of a lot of us fall trap. I think people end up killing themselves or being depressed or whatever the case because they feel like they can't live up to what's on TikTok, Facebook. You think I give a fuck about what McLeod is doing with his child? On matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out if anything, I'm trying to figure out what place you at. So when I do have the money, I can go there because it looked dope. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel sad because right now I may not have the money. I pay rent.
Hey,
I
you
paid
alive?
rent. I took care of my responsibilities, and baby girl, my kids. I wish they got clothes, shoes, whatever. Did so whatever. But but it's on my back, and I'll carry that pressure. But it's not gonna come into my household to where my kids or my wife or I feel like I have to be this type of dad or whatever the case is. Fuck y'all and fuck everything else. I'm me. This the dad
Facts.
I'm gonna be. This the person I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna provide. If I die and all I can leave my kids is $10,000, that's $10,000 more than what I was left with
Exactly.
when I became in
Exactly.
this adult world. So I'm not trying to become this super duper billionaire, bro. If God blessed me to where I end up this podcast end up blowing up and we get blessed, we get blessed. You feel me? If God, if I one day I do want to speak, that's my goal is to become a speaker. If I get blessed to become a speaker, just off because nigga, I want to spread the word, the positivity of being a dad, then I get blessed. But it ain't no peer pressure on me, bro. It's the only
It
peer
will,
pressure is
bro.
it will. You're right, and it will. But the only peer pressure is when my kids wake up, will the lights be on? What food they gonna
Facts.
have in the fridge? Will the car still be outside? You feel me? Now I probably can't afford a car insurance this month, but shit, at least we got a car.
Mhm.
But now we can't get pulled over. But
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Hey, we still might have them ramen noodle nights now. Don't get it twisted.
we still and don't get it twisted, bro. I make decent. I make pretty decent money, bro. We gonna have look. Look, I get paid in 2 days. You gotta wait 2 days. We ain't got all the snacks right now. But do we have a bare minimum? Do we have what we need? Can we make a meal? Yes. Can we eat? Yeah. And don't get it twisted. It's never that bad here to where we gotta go like that. You feel me? But I know there are fathers out there who are going through times like that. And as a dad, don't get it twisted. Don't let these outside pressures, dictate what go on in your home. You're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be hurt trying to sustain somebody else's life than sustaining your own life. In what sense?
Yeah,
That's fucking stupid. It's just stupid,
yeah.
bro. Stupid. I got
And
mad talking about this shit.
stop trying
Goddamn
to
peer pressure.
stop, bro.
You
Look,
got me
stop
mad,
trying to
sweating this
get
shit.
yeah. Stop trying to get gifts every single damn holiday. Every single damn holiday,
Your
bro.
motherfucking birthday gift.
It's designed for our ass to stay broke, bro. Come on now.
Your kid don't need Bluey,
Calvin.
Spider-Man, Batman, and motherfucking the Avengers at their birthday party for $9,000. I here
Don't
making me
do
look
it.
like I go to fucking jump place. The parent got the whole fucking family there with the teachers and I got go
Don't
ahead,
do
Craig.
it,
Go
bro.
ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man, for the viewers, man. If you ever want a humbling experience, for real, whatever you do in life, I don't care how much money you make. Turn around, join the military out of nowhere, it'll humble your ass real quick. Let me tell you that right now, because I will honestly say, man, I come from making six figures and I went down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like it's bad, but it's a growth experience. It's a make you a better experience because it teaches you how to manage your money. It teaches you how to turn around and be like, hey, I got it or I don't. What's more important? How to live within my means and how to show my family we still good even though we went down. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because that's one thing where I had to realize it and it kind of hurt me a little bit. I was like, okay, like yeah, I did what I wanted to do. Turn around, my wife, daughter gotta now live where we at now. Not saying we're living bad at all, but it had to be a reality check for all of us. Hey, I know what we're
Yeah,
used to, but this is what we're gonna get used to now. You know what I'm saying?
you can't spend all freely no more.
You can't, bro. And
Trying to tell you.
people just be doing some stupid. I be seeing this social media dog is just it get on my nerves. And don't get it
And
twisted, bro.
Spider
We
Man
use
don't
it
even be
with
dancing that good.
but
No backflips.
for 200 an hour. 200 an hour, dog. Come on, bro. It don't be that serious. And I get it, bro. And don't get it twisted. If I had the means, my kids would have it. So I'm not saying that. What I'm speaking on is if you're a father and you're only making, if you're making 75,000 a year, right? And you got 3 kids, granted you're married, stop trying to live up to these expectations of trying to have all this stuff for your kids. It's okay to spend $200 on a fucking birthday. It's okay it's okay to just have a cake with you, your kids, and your wife in the apartment. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do all this extra stuff when it comes to seeing this shit on social media. I don't got time for it. If I'm gonna live, everything we're gonna do, we're gonna do a science experiment on social media where we're gonna put some turmeric. I don't know if y'all know. Fun fact: get your cup, get your cup, get you
Mm-hmm.
fill it up. You get your tablespoon of turmeric, pour it in the cup, and you put your light under the thing. And if you go in the closed bathroom, it turn the whole room yellow and look like it's the sun
They
beaming in the room.
they amazed.
They amazed. Flim, I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you,
Let me go ahead and try that tomorrow.
you'll be surprised what science can do, dog. That's the
Oh, big
that
facts.
that's the expectations that of social media or the society that I do my best to live up with. The fun part, the
Mm.
financial part, because I ain't got it. I don't have the money to buy a $100,000 Escalade. I ain't got it. I ain't got
I
it.
ain't got
I ain't got it. But goddamn
I'm
it, I
trying
can
to
get
tell
a
you,
I
bro.
can get a $25,000 used Telluride.
Yeah.
That bitch gonna work. It's gonna do everything I need it to do. You
It's
understand
gonna
what I'm
Yep.
work
saying?
though. That's
So
all that matters.
it worked, bro. So just live within
Mhm.
your means and do. But before we get into our next session, I'm gonna slow you on this side. You got a question, bro? What's your question? Go ahead, ask your question before I forget.
So, but I know both of y'all brothers in the military, right? So, how you decided what's next for your family went in the military? So when you got to that point where you could re-enlist or not. So I'll tell y'all boys, like my re-enlistment window just opened today. As we on this podcast, today is my re-enlistment opening. And the hardest conversation that I'm having is, staying or leaving. And I'm leaning more towards staying, but my family want me to leave. So I'm trying to get your
Well,
brother's intake.
for
Ooh, can I
for
get this?
go ahead, bro. Here you go.
Because it's itching, man. Look,
He'll give you.
look,
I'll let him be the devil and I'll be the angel.
bro. Well, nah. What really got me, bro, was when NTC and then I went to Poland. That time, it was like a 9 month rotation or a 6 month rotation. But it gave me like, 'cause my daughter was born here, with my wife and stuff like that, and it created so much friction just within that time. And my window opened up, and there was like I was missing my family real bad, bro. And it's like I can't keep doing this, but I gotta figure out if I do get out, what I'm gonna do. But I was like, I can't keep going on like this, and I don't know what my relationship will be with my wife and my kids. So at that 6 month period, I just made a decision. I was like, I can't. I'm getting out. They was like, if you have to stay the whole 9, but if you come back on where the 6 month is, you have to get out.
Yeah,
And that was like one of the hardest decisions because I wanted to stay in, but I was like, I love my family, man. But as long as I had a plan and I prayed about it too, I was like, yeah, I think I know the ropes. I had a lot of old heads in my ear about you get out, you do this, you do this. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got it. So once I just had the game, I'm like, man, I really want to be there for my family. I want the relationship to be stronger, like with my wife and my kids. So that was like the factor for me. Once I realized how that deployment was, or just that rotation, I was like, nah, I can't do it. So
yeah.
see, I wasn't that bad. See,
Nah. I when I had my daughter, I think I had like 7 months left, bro. I had about maybe 6, 7 months left. But I was already like ready to go, bro. So I won't say no names. I might because I don't give a fuck. I'm at the army. But all right. So my first sergeant, bro, was black, was a brother, bald headed brother. Like where talking about where on the you see him outside, you wouldn't even know his first sergeant. Got on J's, sweats, whatever. Kind of Uncle Tom, bro. Really wasn't a good impact on having on a first seeing my first black kind of leader in that high position and seeing how you kind of treated or talked to some of us, especially the ones that was we brothers. If anything, damn, can you tell them you can't write me accommodation? I can't get a look, and I get it. You have to be fair and impartial, but at the end of the day, you know, is everything fair and impartial? Let's be 100 right here. everything ain't fair and impartial in the military or not, bro. Even if the soldier creed, the NCO creed does not state that you have to lead. You have to be a fair and impartial when it come to giving out punishment, love, or whatever the case is.
I'll be fair and impartial, recommend reward and punishment.
There you go. I can't remember. It's been I ain't read that bitch in a minute. But
Yep.
and then but leadership, bro. So my leadership, so first round was shitty. Any kind of leadership I ran across was just nah, it wasn't no help. And then by the time I started to get people that I had a Samoan NCO, didn't know me from a can of paint, told me all about the CFR, told me about TSP, told me about what's the shit, the schooling or whatever, the Army Cool schooling. I had
TA.
a chief, the TA, I had a chief. Chief put me on to credit. Just this right here, do this, do that, and then I met a black NCO when I was in when I came to Fort Hood, and he was like, well, here, your TSP, put 30% here, 10% here, do this, do that. So, but by the time I got that, yeah, I was like, yeah, this probably ain't gonna be and then when I had my daughter, I didn't want to, so I moved a lot. Like I grew up a mover, and I wasn't in the military. I just my life was crazy. So I didn't want to put my kids through that of moving every 3 years or whatever. Now I do think that if I would have joined when I was like 18, fresh out of high school, I probably would have did a whole dub because I was younger. I didn't really have a purpose. When I got out, all right, cool. Well, I started a business. I had my daughter. I had HVAC certifications. I had this. I had that. Whatever. So I think I kind of had a plan, but yeah, it was my leadership that kind of made it like the dagger in it. And then by the time I got good ones, bro, I was kind of like, yeah, nah, y'all can really kind of kiss my ass. Especially when you're trying to go to school and they tripping on you going to school because of the mission. Bro, we finna go to the field and look at fucking 10,000 pound cows that's shitting everywhere.
Yep.
You feel me? Y'all been to, I don't know if you've been to Fort Hood, bro, but
I'm here.
you there right now. So okay, you gonna go wait till you go to the mission, and you're gonna drive 45 fucking minutes, and you're gonna look at these big ass tortoises and cows, and you can't even touch the fucking cows because they're protected, and there's nothing but cow shit and coyotes out there. And it's the mission, but y'all, but
I did a spur ride, boy. All that.
And you feel me? But you telling me I can't? You telling me I can't go to school and get my DT up in order to reclass to get a better job because do you feel me? Well, because I don't like it here, or because maybe, bitch, I want to work on computers. I don't want to work on these. I'm sick of being in the field in the hot. I see the combo guys, boy, they in the tent all night. NTC. I didn't see the combo guys at once at NTC, bro. Until
I tell you my job, you're gonna be hurting then.
What are you? What are you, a fuel or something? Are you combo? What are you?
Bro, you take a wild guess, bro. You might get it.
Are you a 91 Bravo?
Nope.
Are you in a motor pool or are you in the office?
I'm in the office. I'm the first person you see you come somewhere.
Oh, were you S3? S1, right?
S1, yeah.
Oh, you a goddamn clerk. I tried to get, I went to Fort Hood. I tried to get DH, nigga. She was like, yeah, nah, we can't get it to you. I said, come on, son. At least give me $40 or something.
So let me say this. Hey, man.
Y'all ain't shit, bitch. I hate y'all. I had my boundary cut y'all, bro. No, because we had a colonel, bro. Nah, no.
Bro, 42 hours work, bro. We work
it's 12 o'clock.
Man.
It's 12 o'clock at night, bro. It's a colonel who has to be up, and all because his fucking heater not working in the middle of the desert. Guess who got to be at 12 o'clock in the fucking? Now I got an archon for it or some shit like that. Whatever, for mission saving or whatever the case is. But
mission saving is crazy.
Come on, colonel. It's a whole nother tent that's working, but nope, he want to be in his tent.
Yep.
But go ahead, bro. Fucking 42 hours.
42 hours, bro. We work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak on other people, other shops and stuff like that. I can speak on my experience as a whole, right? My experience in 42 Alpha, man, has been great. I love my job, love the people, like, and that's one thing where it's driving me to stay in, like, the people around me, the opportunities I'm being presented, like, each day, like, great things are being presented to me, you know what I'm saying? Got to support a team, like, when you having a baby in the military, it could be a stressful process or easy one. And my leadership has definitely been by my side, making sure it's been smooth. So that's one example where it makes me like, look back in the mirror and be like, dang, bro, this military is really easy with the right leadership, right people around you, and the right drive. It's cool. And
Mm-hmm.
like my time right now is like I reenlist, I stay where I'm at. February or November through February time frame, I could go on rotation, be out there for 9 months, and that's something I gotta consider. I can go to another unit and reestablish myself, but I
Yeah.
don't know what that battle rhythm gonna look like. So I can get there and
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Hey, we out the door tomorrow." So
Look, you can right,
yeah,
right.
Yep.
Well,
yeah. So it's like
I
right.
say go with your, pray about it, bro. I'm not big.
Definitely.
I'm not very religious, but I do pray. You feel me? I don't.
Mhm.
I do pray. Pray about it. Talk to your wife about it. Of course, your daughter. I know she only 4, but just see how she'll feel about your dad is still being a soldier, possibly moving, whatever the case is, and then you got to think about I've never spent more than probably a week away from my kids since they've been born, like no more than a week. And that's because maybe I had to go out of town or something like that. No, probably no more than like 3 days. And if it was a week, they was down the street at their grandma's house, and I could literally drive down there to go get them.
Do
You
six
feel me?
months, bro. It's a
You
whole
feel
different
me?
feeling, man.
But to
Telling
do
you.
to do six,
Yeah.
9 months away from your kids, away from your spouse, because because I love my kids. My kids, I love sending them to school, but at the same time, I hate it. I hate it because I can't. Because if something happened, bro, I'm shit out of luck. I can't do shit
Yeah.
until after the fact. So
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
being,
And then
but
and then you
do you? Go ahead, buddy.
yeah, and then you also gotta think about like those times where even if you are overseas, those blackout moments where you can't communicate. You gotta
Especially
think
during these
about
times,
those
it's getting
times
kind
too,
of
bro.
And it's crazy right
Bro,
now too.
yeah,
yeah.
and you know
And
it's great. Like now it's like when you think about that situation, now your spouse may be just thinking a bunch of crazy stuff, and you just like, I just can't speak right now. So you don't know.
mhm.
Her mind could be wondering, oh, he's out there cheating or something like that. Where's daddy? I usually talk to daddy at 5 o'clock at
Mhm.
1900. Like, what's going on? So it's like it causes a lot of curiosity in those moments, bro. So I would definitely
Yeah,
say like pray about it, talk about it, like.
definitely,
For
bro.
sure. I
Don't
mean,
don't just make decisions on your own, bro. Get those involved. Your your family, anybody outside your wife and your kids should have no merit on your decision. I
for
don't
sure.
care. I'm me personally. If outside of my wife and my 3 kids, many people don't get my emotions. Once I hit that blunt, oh yeah, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. It is if only my kids, not if somebody got to do something real stupid in order for me to react. But I say that to say that you got to form that, y'all for y'all. Really, you got to form a two-handed circle between you and your wife.
Yeah,
Everybody
definitely,
else,
bro.
everybody else is on the outside. If you can't, the kids can't come in that circle, the dog can't come in that circle, the fly can't come in, nothing come in that circle. That's your soul, whatever. So when the talk comes to your re-enlistment, what's gonna happen with the kids? Okay, what's gonna happen if I deploy? All that other shit has to be between you two. So I say, don't make a final decision until you and just talk to her. See, hey, baby, well, how would you feel about this? All right. Well,
Mhm.
I want to come talk to you, because I feel like, well, the manly thing to do. And I know we're, when, like you said, speaking of those different hats, having that communication hat, but also having that leader hat, because a leader is going to go talk. The head got to tell, without the net,
The
what
body.
can the head do? You like
Mhm.
this all goddamn day. What can you do? You can't. You got to turn your whole body. You ain't got much freedom, bro. But right here, you got
Yeah,
more freedom. You could turn, and you don't. And because imagine if you re-enlist and you don't say nothing, or you don't really want to re-enlist, but somebody convinced you to re-enlist and you don't want to do it. And this is not to get. We are not government affiliated. I'm not convincing them to do anything. You understand me? But do what's best for you. Pray about it. Talk to your wife. Form that circle, bro. And shit. Maybe I gotta sit down and have a real deal conversation. Maybe
hmm
this my idea, but with these 3 years, I could go here at any time. This could happen at any time. You got NTC, which is 30 days. You got this, and this. You feel me? So just think about all those things. But I think you got to make the best decision, for you and your family at the end of the day. Don't just think about the
yeah,
money. the time, the family, shit like that. What's best for your family is if
Yeah.
the military is a great option. Don't get it twisted. Great option, bro, as far as but if you have a plan that can supersede the benefits and everything you're getting in the military, don't get it
Yep,
twisted.
and that's what I was just about to
Yeah,
say. Kind of see the pros and cons and benefits of in and being out, because
yeah.
who knows, you might get a lot of benefits being out too as a veteran. That
And
you may have the same
government
thing.
jobs are nice, boy. You're
Yep,
42
government
Alpha.
jobs too.
You're a 42 Alpha, bro. They always
I'm gonna
need
say
perks and
this.
stuff like that.
See, like the by any means, you know what I'm saying? Like both tables, all conversations have been talked about previously, currently, and in the future will be happening. So the end all be all pros, family gonna be good regardless on both ends of the spectrum. I can make more if I get out, but also how would I feel physically, mentally, emotionally? Like, I prayed for probably getting in the military. Well, I did pray to get in the military. I made sacrifices to get into the military. So it's like, yeah, I did a 4 year stunt, but then I'm gonna just throw my hands up. Is the story done? Like, and that's stuff I'm thinking about. So it is a lot on the table, and there's a lot of conversations I'm having with myself, talking, and like no matter what, I still gotta ask the man above to guide me too.
No
So
facts.
that's
Is the
where I
story
was. So
done is a question only you can answer, my boy. It ain't nothing your
mm,
wife can answer. It ain't nothing your kids can answer. Your commander, your. It's a question. Are you willing to go through it all? Are you willing to do another 3? Because you're going unless you get in trouble. Them 3 years, boy. They door to door, day to day. They gonna get every day out of you. You feel me?
fact.
So
Yeah, it
it's like,
comes
do
down
you
to the
have
type
it in
of
you?
risk you want to take as well.
The risk, and stuff like that. And don't let this discourage you. If I had better leadership, if I had better things while I was in the military, I probably would have stayed in. You feel me? But at the same time, now that I'm out, I got to think about fucking insurance.
Mm.
Insurance cost me $1,300. You understand me? If y'all don't listen, it cost me $1,300 a month, and that's what the company I work for, they pay a portion of that. So could you imagine what it would cost if they didn't pay that portion? So think
Okay.
about the benefits, So that goes because you got to think, because how you get what? I think you get like a day and a half per month or some shit like that. I can't
Time
remember the
off?
day. Yeah, time. What is it? Looks like a
What,
day and a
2 days?
half
2 days a month?
or 2 days a month, brother. You get. At my job, I think they give you like point something hours per pay period. So you may get in a month, you may get a day.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Hold
So
up.
with y'all saying that,
Go ahead.
I just
I
want
got
to add this. This is the part of the benefits I was talking about, because there's a thing
Mhm.
called Champ VA that you can also apply for to be able to
Everybody don't get
mitigate
that. But you gotta
that.
I'm not mitigating that, but the fact is you gotta
Mm-hmm.
have 100% or be permanent and total in order to get that in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
so
Everybody ain't at that first.
for
Unless you met
anybody
board.
active duty, facts. So for active duty people, always consider this now. If you wake up in the morning and you say my foot hurt, you can go to sick call, get it written off, and whatever bed rest, whatever, you still gonna get paid. Now, see, I know y'all boys on the other side, boy. Y'all go to that doctor, boy. They tell you straight up, I ain't paying you nothing.
Nothing.
You ain't
Nothing.
And
getting
Nick paying
nothing
that.
over
Yup.
here.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's a fact.
But
Hey,
yeah. But
that's what they gotta be considering, boy. I can go to sick call. They tell me I'm on bed rest. They still gonna send that check.
you still get paid.
Yeah.
So like I said, good, the good, bad, cost, whatever. What you gonna say, McLeod? Before we go on to the next section. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh no,
You
no,
about
no.
to say
You
something?
good, bro?
You good?
I
You
was just
good?
saying, yeah, that was it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We want to get nobody in trouble here, so we're gonna go to our next session before we get somebody in trouble.
Right.
Before we do our game, so showing up when it matters most. I got a little post here. I'm gonna read and put up on the stage, and we're gonna talk about it. Y'all can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Kids will always remember who showed up, not who made a Facebook post or who they saw randomly. They will remember who bothered to rearrange their schedules to make inconvenient choices and who made them a priority. Y'all still reading that?
Heck yeah. I
Mm.
I'll say somebody right now because this not only for kids though, bro. This for people in life. This for individuals. This is for us. Like, bro,
Yeah.
the easiest thing for somebody to remember is somebody who did everything, anything for them. Like for example, like my family is mostly in Florida, right? But I have a sorority sister. Shouts out to Unique, who literally told me straight up she gonna do the whole baby shower for us and took care of it, bro. Like unexpectedly, we just told her, hey, we having a son. She said, oh, can I do the baby shower? Like, yeah. Seeing her like 2 weeks later at church, and I said, hey sis, do I need to give you anything? She said, boy, stop talking to me like simply told wave me off. Did everything, bro. And shouts out to Frat PET, shout out to Top Military Fraternity Incorporated
Hey, incorporated.
for
We
coming through,
need we
man.
need
Like,
compensation on here. All right. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with
hey, but real talk, like them boys came through a lot of times too, man, and having like that brotherhood, that sisterhood, when I didn't expect to have it when I first came here, bro, has been life changing for me. So knowing that I got people that I can easily call, say, hey, I need some help. Like my car was down, I had brother Glenn coming to get me, helping my family and us, literally taking us to point A to point B when we needed, picking up my daughter and stuff, bro. So like literally, like that stuff matter, and that stuff I'm gonna cherish no matter where I go in life.
you. Facts. McLeod. Let me read it again. Let me put it back on the screen for you.
Oh no, I got it.
Let's
So
go.
definitely, I definitely agree with what Flynn was saying, bro. Like it makes sense. Like, and I think it depends on just the age too, because like kids, they coming up into like a tech type of world too. So maybe a certain post that they see on Facebook or whatever like media they're on may spark a little bit motivation. But for that person to just pop up on them, depending on how they get social anxiety or something like that. But in times that are tough for them, being able to show up and like even as a dad, being able to show up when adversity hits for them, or that best friend to come through on certain things, that would definitely leave an impact and matter most, because that resonates in their mind throughout the rest of their life. Like, dang, bro, really came through with me when I was really down. Like I remember the little $100 or whatever he helped just to get my account out the negative. You know what I'm saying? So like just a little aspect of certain things when people show up for you, it matters. Like yeah, the Facebook stuff may create an instant gratification or happy moment at that particular time, but when you have an actual person that cares about you, calls you, show up for you, that creates more of an impact than anything. Creating those relationships with other people. Like I never thought I was that much of an impact for Flim. Like I never thought he thought that of me. So that means I'm doing something in a
Mm-hmm.
positive light, bro. Like I never thought about that. So just continue to do what you're doing, showing up for people and creating those strong relationships will only make you better and build your character as a person too. Because now your kids start to reflect that too, start rubbing off on them. Cause like, okay, I'm helping this person, this person, this person. I may not have it all, but just being able to give. Cause I know one of my things I try to do, which I don't really want to say it, but one of my things I do, I like doing good
Weird,
deeds.
nigga.
So one of my biggest things is when I'm in line at a drive through or something, I pay for the person's meal right behind me.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay. I can
saying?
respect
Like
that.
yeah, not nothing too crazy. It's just like hopefully they don't hit no like $100 meals or nothing, but just like you never know what a person is going through that day. So just randomly out the week, bro, I just like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I go to the cashier, I tell the cashier, like I'll lean back a little bit so they don't see the car behind me don't see nothing, but I be like, I want to pay for that person's meal behind me. So just being able to show up, and I don't want nothing in return, bro. I just be like,
You just say that
you never
you
know
don't
what.
even ask how much it is. You don't ask.
No, I
I'm
don't
about to
ask.
say
Yeah,
that too.
like
Now.
no, bro.
Bro, I be like in
$100.
McDonald's or something like that. Like I don't ask, bro. Because like I said, you never know what that
Yeah,
person could
fact.
be going through in their life, how their money is. So just that little appreciation. Like they'll see my car drive off and they're like, "Do you want to say anything or leave a card or anything?" I thought
Nope.
about it. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like I know I'm in real estate and stuff, but nah, I'm good. It's just a good deed to do. So just being able to show up, and this is something that's outside of social media, bro. You understanding that you there for that person, whether they know you or not, you still there. You still showing up.
Mm-hmm.
I just stubbed my toe.
This nigga here. I agree. Yeah, all right, man.
That
Yeah, I
was
just
a
stubbed my
taste
toe.
of
I'm
a
good, bro.
time.
Yeah, that shit hurt. I feel like broke your whole leg off. Hit that bitch the right way. I think. Let me see. Kids, I remember who showed up. Not with it. Remember. I agree. I think we have to show up in the way we're supposed to show up in that moment. I think we got to stop showing up in these. You can't show up financially when your kid. And I made another post about this a while ago. You can't show up financially when your kids need you mentally, or emotionally, or physically. You can't show up financially when, nigga, I don't need you to cry right now. I need these shoes. I don't need you just to be here to look at me. I need you to buy me the shoes. I got basketball game. I need these shoes. Um,
I got
so I
corns on
do.
my toes. Pops, come on now.
You feel me? You feel me? So it is, but I think I think kids depend on the kid, depend on kind of what they remember or how they feel about how you showed up or when you showed up. But I do think, like you said, McLeod, it is good. You have to show up, for other people as well. Because if you don't, then your kids will never know I don't like saying the humble word no more, McLeod, because of Eric ass. But your kids,
Oh
got,
yeah,
but your kids, they have to know. They have to have humility. They have to know it's okay to step back, to to step off your pedestal and to walk amongst those that may not have what you have. We're not rich, but everybody doesn't have what you have, So in order for them to see that, and I think it allows them to better appreciate what they do have and how I show up and why I show up, because everybody don't show up. My sperm donor didn't show up. I haven't seen my sperm donor in God knows how many years. If I see him on the street, I probably wouldn't even recognize him. You feel me? So, but I think we fail to realize how much showing up impacts our kids until they tell us about it, or until we see that it's actually impacting. Like, you're like, oh shit! You remember when I bought that? You remember going to the ice cream parlor? Damn, I ain't think you remember that. You was like 4 years old. Yup. Lo and behold, they remember
I
that.
forgot it.
I forgot it. Or you feel me? Or they remember them bumping their heads, and you was there for them. You feel me? Or they was there when you got sick. So recently, my youngest, he was hospital for like 2 days. I couldn't work, couldn't nothing, bro. So in order to do that, hopefully one day, remember that. But at the same time, if he don't remember it, little nigga, I wish you would, little nigga. Ever in your life, ever in your light skinned life, don't remember it. But yeah, we got to show up, dog. And I think we got to show up in the correct way in that moment. Being randomly and stuff like that. Now, being spontaneous is different. But if you know your kid needs you emotionally and you fail to be there, then it's no bueno. If you know they need you there to just talk, to not even be emotional, but they need you to shut the fuck up and listen, and you can't do that, then you suck. You just suck, bro. You feel me? Because it's not that hard to just show up, to be there. And I pride that in me, because I think that's all I wanted as a dad, is for just, or as a son, as a kid, is just, bro, just how hard is it for you to be there? To just be there and sit down and watch me play football. You can go smoke crack later, but for now, God damn it, you can't sit here. You can't sit here and play this guy. You can't sit here for an hour. You feel me? But I digress. That's neither here nor there. All right, but yeah, I agree with it. I just think it's crazy. What's up?
No, I mean, only thing I was gonna add on to what you're saying, bro, is one thing I've made sure I feel like to do, at least for my daughter, and what I was doing for my son, is positive affirmations. Like, I call my daughter pretty girl every day, so she don't gotta depend on no man ever to call her pretty, or depend on another person to say it. You know what I'm saying? So my main thing is like speaking positive to my kid, regardless of her day, what's going on. Like, I might be mad at you, but you're still a pretty girl. You still beautiful. You still nice. You still having a good day. Every morning, like, my wife and me, we pray to our kids, and we do positive words of affirmation, and make her say it back to us. You know what I'm saying? I am a learner. I am a leader. My mom and dad loves me. I am safe. Stuff like that. Like, so she knows, like, this is the standard. Don't be scared. Don't look in there unless my daughter, one thing about it, she is very smart too, bro. She remembers stuff like you saying. It
Very
could be
smart.
weeks old, bro. I'm telling you right now, my daughter will come up to me and say, "Daddy, you said this other day." I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, the fuck you
so
I don't even remember
yeah,
saying
man.
that.
So But yeah, but like, but I know like me speaking positive words of affirmation and manners. Like she'll sneeze in the car. She'll be like, "Daddy, I said I sneezed. Daddy, I sneezed," and I won't hear. She, "Daddy, I sneezed." I'll be like, "Oh, my bad, bless you, thank you."
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, "All right, bet." You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But like, but we instill that into them since day one. You know what I'm saying? Positivity, manners, and just making sure to know when to be there and how to be there, stuff like that.
Lost
I can't
audio.
hear you, bro. Yeah, you lost audio, fam.
You hear me? My bad. I had that bitch
Yeah,
on
there you go.
Yeah.
mute.
There you go.
Uh,
Good.
I forgot what I said, but we're gonna. I forgot exactly what's going on. But next segment, Dad knows best. It's our game segment, brother. We're gonna go ahead and get this started. So we got 5 questions, 5 answers. I
Let's
think
do it.
McLeod Dad won the first one. I think Mr. Glenn won the second one. I don't know who won last time. I can't
I
remember who
think
won last time.
Bruce won last time.
No, Bruce. We had more. Oh,
Or was it?
more didn't play the game because he had to leave.
Yeah, he had to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we both lost. I think it was just a bad game. It was a bad game. All right, bro. So we got 5 questions, three
Yeah.
answers, three multiple choice. We all give an answer. I got the question at the bottom, and I'll tell you the answer. You don't win shit, you'll get a round of
That's
everybody.
it.
I got some hand sanitizer for you. A rag, got a little sweat on it. I got some raw shea butter. Anybody
Hey
need some
man, keep all
moisturizer?
that,
Got
brother.
some
Keep
raw
all
shea
that.
butter.
Keep all that. Keep all
Got a beard. Yeah, I'm sorry,
that.
brother. You can't have a beard. But I got a veterans card if you need one. I get some
How about
VA
that, brother?
insurance.
Look, I got you a Sharpie. How about that? A
But
pink one
see,
at
there we go. There we go. All right. All right, y'all can hear me. First question. What is the classic dad line when the lights are left on in the house? A, y'all think we own an electric company? B, turn them lights off? Or C, money don't grow on trees?
I'm gonna go and see. Money don't grow on trees around here.
See,
Well, cut
I
them
like
lights
it. I
off.
like it.
This ain't better homes than God.
Mm, it's between what was B again? What was B?
B is turn them lights off.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'll say
B.
B.
I'm a B guy. Yeah, I understand. I'm a B. I'm real big on y'all got me. Yeah, I walk out. I turn everything off. Turn it all off. I
Yeah.
like to open the windows around here.
Mm.
All
Hey
right.
man,
So
I
Flip,
feel
you
it.
said C. Me and McLeod both got B. All right. And the answer is
I bet it's like, hey,
it's A. Who the
I
fuck
knew it.
said y'all think
What?
I knew it had to be A, bro.
What? No. Hold on. What was that?
y'all think we own an electric company?
we, no, we
Who
don't.
says that?
If we be
Ain't no
respectful.
black household saying that.
I've never heard that before in the black house. I've heard a lot of different expressions as far as the lights, but never that one. That has never
Never
been
that.
one that I've heard. not,
What?
not
Yeah,
not
that's
in that
wild, bro.
not in that Bradley house. Not in
Hey
Trench
man.
house.
Well, whoever answering the
That's-
questions on that one, boy, they got it wrong,
hey, brother. So none of us got it right. Goddamn, we all O and O and O. All right, next one. What is dad's most like? Oh, what is a dad most likely to say when somebody touches the thermostat? Who touched the thermostat? Leave it where it was. Do you pay the bills in this house? Oh, I'm going with C.
I'm
I
going with
got
C.
C. I
I'll
got C.
say
It's
A.
probably A. I was finna say it's probably A, but I definitely
I'll
got
say
C.
A.
I'm
So
going with
two
C,
C's
man.
and an
Ain't no
A.
way.
And the answer is
B.
C.
Yay!
C. Going away, white
How you
flag, my
going against
boy.
the
Going
grain,
away, the
fam?
white flag, my boy.
I mean,
Yeah,
you had
one
to
and one.
you had to see what the question was from like last time. You see how they answered it, so I was just trying to.
He is right, bro. These questions, bro. I don't know who they got the answers from, but boy, I don't know. But it does make for great content in my eyes.
Oh,
All
big facts.
right. Next one. All right, so 1-1, Mr. McLeod. There you have 0. I wish I can do a ticker. I'm gonna learn how to build a ticker and put it on here. Don't worry about it.
Trust me, I got the points right here.
What is the universal dad response when a kid says, "I'm bored"? A, go read a book, find you something to clean, or hi, bored, I'm dad.
That'd be some shit
I feel
I say.
like,
Hey, well,
yeah, I feel like that answer is that one. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
hey, I gotta go with that one. That would be some shit I say. Hey, well, if it's wrong with that, I gotta go with that. Oh, yeah.
Man, what's the
It
options
might be
again,
A,
bro?
but I'm going with C just because of that.
So, oh man, that's something I would tell. I would say that shit too. That's definitely.
I would definitely
I
say
want to
that.
say that too, but I feel like I'm gonna go with A. Go read a book.
I should have turned that into a dad joke. That would have been a great dad joke. That would have been a great
Hey,
dad
that
joke.
was tough.
Hey, listen,
though,
your kids
All
gonna see it
right,
sometime this weekend. Don't worry about it.
they
That's all you gotta
is
say right there.
that. Look, I'm gonna say it regardless. All right, the answers are: go read a book, find something to clean, or hi, bored, I'm dad.
No.
I'm
Damn,
going
I
C,
want to
bro.
go. I don't know, bro.
Damn, bro.
I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go C.
I'm gonna go C, bro.
I'm gonna
What you
go A,
got?
bro. I'm
You
gonna be
going
different.
A? You gonna go different? The answer is all right. So this will put me up too. This put me. All right, we're gonna see. Cloud, you're gonna be at 0.
Here you go. Let's see.
C. High board.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. York
That
up
one there.
2, Tay 1, me
1
1.
and 1. Damn.
Damn,
All
man.
right.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Question number 4.
I couldn't pass that one up.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You can't. But also, it's
Yeah,
like
facts.
you take a test and it's like too obvious of an answer too.
Facts.
So you're like,
Mhm.
damn, is it that one? But fuck it, we
I
gonna
had to
we
be the
gonna go with it.
eyeball. It's okay.
You got to be a dad and just say fuck it and go with it.
Yep, exactly.
I bet. Question number 4. What's dad's favorite thing to say at the grocery store? Put that back. We got food at home. That ain't on the list.
We got food at home. Or hands in your pocket. Cause they like touch shit. Tell them put their hands in their pocket.
I haven't done the hands in the pocket one yet. I tell mine to put that back. I got A.
What was B again?
C was that ain't on the list.
No, B. What was B?
Oh, B, my bad. We got food at home.
I feel like that's the universal answer right there.
What? B? So both of y'all at B and I'm at A. All right, now this is to tie it all up. All right, we got 2 minutes, 2-minute drill in the fourth quarter. All right, the Raiders have somehow botched the trade to. How they botch that trade, dog? That's crazy. Well, it was Max Crosby's fault. All right, bet we can go into this right here. All right, and the answer is we got food at home.
Oh yes, sir.
We are tied up. We need a dagger. We need a 3. We need a 3. I'm gonna have to find. If we all get it wrong, we're gonna be tied. Somebody might have to find a tiebreaker.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna win. Don't worry about it.
All right. What is the number one dad superpower? Falling asleep instantly on the couch, fixing something with duct tape. Damn, that's crazy. Knowing when a light or door was left open. Yeah, but I can feel the motherfucking light on. I ain't gonna cap. It's like something in my wallet. It's like my wallet.
I would say A.
Shit.
Hold up. See,
I'm telling you,
like
man.
it's too obvious, dog. Duct taping something is crazy. Like what?
Yeah, I don't do that.
I got
A. What was that? Let me see.
Falling asleep instantly on the couch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, boy. It's like I go to my parents' house now, boy, or my house. Like, I never had a couch for real, and I never really slept on the couch. The moment I had kids, or I got a little older and had a job, boy, the couch became my best friend. So
Let me tell you something, boy. Ain't nothing like a nap with your newborn, and y'all in that bitch out. Y'all wait. The baby waits. The bottle just. You got the baby like
the
this.
Baby barely hanging on.
hey, boy, I promise you.
Best nap ever, dog. All right.
Okay,
What's the number one? What's the number one dad superpower? Falling asleep instantly on the couch. B. Fixing something with duct tape. Or C. Knowing when the light or door was left open. I got A.
Yeah, A, because I be leaving
I'm thinking
the
A.
cabinets open, and I be
I do that shit all
forgetting.
the time. I be busting my shit wide open.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A too, dog. I'm going
A.
A.
So we all going for A. All right.
Yeah, all that fall asleep is it's something about it. The lights go off. You hit one of these real quick.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
look.
Somebody
So
will
all
pay.
right. And so this, if we all get this, we all be tired. If we don't
Facts.
get this, we still all tired. So either way, we're gonna need a fucking tie. We're gonna need a tiebreaker either way. So I'm going to find a tiebreaker. And the answer is A. Falling asleep instantly on the
Everybody got
couch.
3.
Everybody got 3. All right. Now we got to find a question. Let's see what I can. I think I have some extra ones in here too, just in case. Just in case.
Dang.
Damn, dog.
That's wild.
Let's see if I can pull this shit up.
Y'all just don't want me to be great, huh? Just let me win. That's all. Let me win. Man.
It don't work like that.
It don't, young
Him, so the
blood.
film is here. I'm finna make an appearance. I gotta let it be known I'm here.
That's wild.
All right, let's see. Let's choose a random one.
I'm just gonna say we win the Super Bowl this year. That's all.
I bet. So I can't see the answer, right? Can't see the answer. You can see my finger. My finger's right here over there. I see my thumb right here. I can't see the answer. What's a dad's favorite thing to say when holding a flashlight for someone fixing something? Hold it right there. No, not like that. You're not even helping. I got B, dog. I gotta go with B. Nah, not like that, bro. It's either B or C, but
hold it right there. Whichever one.
Hold it right there. I got
Wait,
B.
you said B. You said A.
Yeah,
you said A.
You said A, right?
Well, whichever one is hold it right there. Whichever that one is.
Let me see.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's C for me. You ain't even
like
helping
it's
me,
C?
bro.
Oh,
You ain't even helping me. ABC here, huh? One person wrong, one person right. I mean, 2
so
wrong, 1 right.
But just so I can see, I can't see the answer, right? And see, I can't cheat. I can't see the answer. So
Facts.
For the win, the question is, what's a dad's favorite thing to say when somebody's holding the flashlight for them when they're fixing something? A, hold it right there. B, not like that. No, not like that. C, you're not even helping. I got B. McLeod, you go with what?
A.
And I got C.
Hold it right there. Yep.
And the answer is, for the win, we're going to do this together, all right? Go away. What that say right there? What that say right there? What that say? What that say? What that say?
It's B.
He cheated. He cheated.
You seen it the whole time. The whole time. The champ is here. Give me my.
That boy got football.
I ain't got no crown, but I'll take it.
He cheated. He cheated.
Things ain't making sense, bro. I want a rematch.
I ain't got no crown. It is what it is. Come back on the show. We'll do it again. You'll lose again.
Run it back. Danger. I'm bringing it next time.
You in Fatherhood too, right?
You know what?
Bet. I'm doing a dad cookout, bro. In the summertime, bro. You got to pull up.
Oh, definitely. I'm bringing the Brady Bunch.
Right. Well, we won't know how many people gonna have though. It's gonna be selected people. So we're gonna see how many people is gonna be there. But I'm gonna let you know. Because if we get,
I would like to do a shout out to my daughter. Her birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, so happy birthday, Queen. How's your be?
Might be 5 years old, bro.
Yes, sir. What you gonna do for her?
Yo, so happy birthday, baby girl. Daddy loves you.
You bought a Porsche? You bought a Porsche or something?
Not yet. No. We're gonna take it to a trampoline play.
We did the same.
What time you going?
I don't know. Time to be determined. Probably
I
sometime in the
go early.
afternoon though.
Oh no, I go
Send me
early.
anything. My daughter want to pop out. I'm pretty sure, bro. I'll bring her.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I was
Yeah,
down there, bro,
I'll
I'll
let you
pull
know.
up, bro. We did the same thing
All
last
right.
weekend, bro. For mine, bro. With this shit called 11 Win. That shit was dope. It was big as fuck, bro. Like all type of crazy shit, bro. But all right, it's the last segment 6. Which one is this one? So this one is just a question, bro. One simple question, subjective. All right, and we like this is segment 6. So this is about lessons and advice for fathers. So this one, what is one lesson fatherhood has taught you about priorities? What is
One
one
lesson.
lesson fatherhood has taught you about priorities?
One lesson is if you don't, in the words of my dad, man, them bills gonna wake your ass up. If you don't realize you got to get to them bills, you got to pay that bill, you got to take care of it. That bill gonna wake your ass up. And what I mean without a bill, it could be your daughter being hungry, your wife being hungry, yourself, people depending on you. That's like a bill, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at things you're doing like a bill, you got to cover that bill, you got to cover your tab, you'll kind of live a little different because ain't no such thing as I'm just me. No, no, no. You're a father. You got people depending on you, people who looking to travel, to go here, to go there, want to go to trampoline place. That's a bill. You got to make that money. Make sure that they happy and satisfied. So
For sure. McLeod,
What was the question again?
what's one lesson fatherhood has taught you about priorities?
I want to say one of the biggest lessons will be responsible. If you could afford it, yeah, go for it. But your responsibility is your kids. You know what I'm saying? Your family. Being able to have enough for them, it should be enough. Stop doing the comparison thing and just be able to be there, be present, and just provide for what's needed. Because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? We grown. That whole teenage stuff. Well, I used to do this. I used to go wait in line and purchase these J's. Those J's could wait, bro. Feel me? Like that new game could wait. Make sure your priorities done with your family. Make sure they have the right clothes because they gonna grow. They grow fast. The shoes they gonna get out of them shoes pretty fast. Them clothes pretty
Mm-hmm.
fast. So always make sure you create that priority that for them because they new to this world. They only been on Earth for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? They get it. Slowly understanding what life is. They slowly understanding mom and dad ain't the richest. So create the priorities and instill it in them. Because at the end of the day, you're present, you're there, and you're being a leader not only for yourself but for your family. So
Facts. I think it taught me to put my priorities over my kids' priorities. Fact, and I think people be like, well, that's crazy. It is, right? But I'm a big fan of you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else. If you don't take care of your health or whatever the case, that's not saying to neglect your kids and whatever they got going on. But maybe my doctor's probably a little more, I would say important than yours at this point in time, whatever the case is. But and also teaching my kids to take their priorities seriously, to take my boys to take all the hats you have to wear seriously. My daughter take the men that you choose to give these hats to, because I believe as a man, we're given hats by people that we have in our circle, our wife, our friend, our homeboy, sister, whatever. You feel me? So take those priorities, just take them with some seriousness. But I definitely think the biggest one is probably to put mine over anybody else's, especially my kids, but also, just to love them like no other. I don't. I try not to love my kids the way um, I wanted my father to love me. I love my kids the way I want I just want my kids to know that I love them, however they may take that. You feel me? So yeah, but that's my take on that. How we feel about that. Before I do this call to action, McLeod, bro, go ahead, bro. I know you got something you want to shout out real quick, my boy.
So on behalf of my military fraternity, we are doing a bowling and unity. Trying to pull up the flyer right now.
You should have sent it
This,
to me. I would have added it to the thing.
yeah, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't.
It's
But
okay.
yeah,
You probably
it's
did.
a bowling. It's called Bowling and Unity. It will be Saturday, May 2nd, 2026.
Oh, you got it right there. There you
It,
go.
Oh yeah, there you go. We basically doing a scholarship fundraiser. So all the funds that we get from this event will potentially help us put do like a scholarship for one of the young ones, for their college or whatever. So we have it will be at Hallmark Lanes in Killeen, Texas. The address is 4203 Shawn Drive, Killeen, Texas 76542. We'll do check-in at 12 o'clock, and then the bowling will start at 12:30. So it will be $35 per person. There will be 2 games of bowling. The shoes will be included, and you get automatic strikes on the third, sixth, and ninth frames. And all proceeds will go straight to student scholarships. And then we will also be doing like live raffles and prizes, which is still going all towards the scholarship fund. It's $25 a ticket for a 65-inch TV, a $15 ticket for a spa basket, a $15 ticket for $100 Amazon card, and it is a $10 ticket for a customized domino set that one of our sorority sisters will put together as well. So if you are in the area or you want to, you know, just donate, and you also don't have to be present to win any of these prizes either. So this is not only just an event within the community. This is just something to pour in to our young ones to kind of gain at least a step above, because we
Hmm.
know how school is and how expensive it could be. So just being able to provide a certain pillar or something within the community, this is what we're doing for our kids. So
Remember, guys, Bowling and Unity, Saturday, May 2nd. Y'all show up and show out for my boy. I'm gonna see if I can make it, dog. No guarantees. I'm just trying to make it. We're gonna see. But let's get to it. Call to action. If this conversation meant something to you, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on all platforms at Let's Be Dash. You can follow us anywhere. Share this episode with another father who made this conversation, because when fathers grow, family grows. I want to appreciate my guy McLeod and my guy Flim for being on here. Appreciate you guys.
of course, man.
Fatherhood isn't about wearing just one hat. It's about learning how to balance them all while still showing up with love, strength, and purpose. We appreciate y'all for chopping up with it. Once again, it's your boy York, my guy McLeod, my guy Flim. Y'all have a good one.